Hello, so a very short video about a grammatical point that we need to see, and that was a question on the last article about Northern Ireland border. So here are the three examples. And so the three sentences express an idea of prediction, this idea that you predict an action, an event that will happen in the future, but you're not totally sure. So you involve yourself and you express how sure you are about the action or about the event that is coming soon. So it's really this idea of prediction and probability. So they all express probability thanks to this word likely or unlikely. And so we have seen, and you already know, means, grammatical means and lexical means to express probability. So there is a structure which is be bound to happen, okay, and here it's an idea of high probability that you are sure that it's going to happen because you've got the clues and you've got the indication that there is no doubt it's a form of destiny and fate. So you've got this idea of fate in this expression. There is also the use of modals. The modals that can express this idea of probability. So here they are all in the order. It means that here you've got the maximum of probability and here the minimum of probability, and in the middle we usually say that may is 50%. So you need, as a speaker, you can use these models to express your point of view about how likely an event is going to happen and will happen in the next future. So in this structure, if we look at it precisely, so you can use it without anything behind, after likely, but usually it's less common and more formal. You usually find it with so it's unlikely or it's likely 2 plus verbal base. Okay, this idea, if you need to remember that 2 expresses a goal, a direction, and this is the same as when you predict something. It's on an event which has not happened but which is aimed at. And you've got another way to use likely and unlikely. So it's with a preposition after another part of the sentence. And here it seems unlikely that unionist, I forgot the S, and loyalist will agree. So you've got this that as a connector between the two parts of the sentence, the first part and the second part. And the second part is a sentence, ordinary sentence with the subject and a verbal group. And in the verbal group, you need to use a modal because this modal will draw a parallel with the expression unlikely and the notion of prediction. So you can use will, but you can use any modal depending about your subjective point of view. So this is it for the structure. So be careful not to mix it. And you can see that before unlikely or likely, you can use an adverb. You can use an adverb to intensify the expression after unlikely or likely. It's a way to modify, to slightly modify the prediction, and once again, it's a form of subjectivity from the speaker. You can use other adverbs. So here is a list of adverbs. So here is a list of adverbs which intensifies, which reinforces the possibility and the high probability. So here, very high probability, extremely, highly, very, really, definitely, increasingly, quite, and most. And the second list are adverbs that you can use. To do the contrary is to minimize the probability and to aim at a very low probability. So it is hardly likely to happen, it is scarcely, barely likely to happen, slightly or least, the contrary of most. So I hope it's clear. It's quite used in English and can be quite useful for our sequence about the future of Northern Ireland. So what I want you to do now is practicing this new structure. So it's a grammatical exercise. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 subject, 8 issues, and I want you to write one sentence using one of the structure and trying to force you to use the structure that you are less comfortable with and to take risk with new adverbs to remember them. So you write one sentence for each topic using the new structure, and we'll correct it next time for our next virtual class, so on Friday at 12. So I hope it's clear. See you soon and bye-bye.